Hi, my name is Ron Alderete, and I did my paper on President Obama's correspondence speech last year. And in that correspondence speech, he used two different types of Englishes to talk to his audience. And one was being him talking like normal, like how like presidents usually do speeches. And the other one was being his anger translator, who talked more in a casual and comedic voice. And it helps that the anger translator was actually a comedian, so he made it entertaining for the the audience. Now this creates a feeling for the audience that it's easy to remember, because if you well for me personally, when I go see comedies, um, I tend to remember them better, just because I like some of their jokes. I like the difference, and even if they're bad jokes, I can still remember them perfectly because I'm gonna remember, oh god, that was an awful joke. But if I go see a boring movie or something that's not entertaining or not doesn't appeal to me, then I'm just gonna wave it off. Like I'm not even gonna remember the movie. And so back to Obama's correspondence speech, he talked like it was supposed to be like a serious matter, and there was even a part where he mentioned Hillary Clinton, and his anger translator said it completely different, like, "Oh, she can get that money," but and everyone laughed. So, I mean, just example for me, like I remembered his part of it, and I just remembered Obama talking about Hillary Clinton. So there was the usage of the two Englishes, and it just shows how the way you say whatever you're trying to say to someone, it really matters. It doesn't matter if you both know English. If you're trying to get um, a certain word around, a certain trying to make people feel a certain way, it all depends on how you word it. So I mean, you can't talk like a robot to people because robots are boring. Well, the way they talk. And so, and I relate that to one of the readings, How to Tame a Wild Tongue, just because she talked about the usage of different Spanishes, and it's not the same like with the dialects is what I got. It was more like for different like regions of Spanishes. So I mean, a Puerto Rican Spanish is different from a Mexican Spanish, which is also different from Spanish from Spain. And one of the parts I remember is the nosotros. She only knew it as that. And so when she heard someone talk about nosotras, it was crazy. It was crazy to think that a feminine word can replace a masculine word. It just wasn't, it shouldn't be like that in her culture. And so it's interesting to see the different types of dialects and the types of ways that we can use the same language and still get the same or different. It'll be a different message, but yeah, it's interesting to see that.